Good evening and welcome to the Art of Divination. Tonight I would like to share with you my interest and my love for the runes. This is an ancient oracle and divinatory system closely associated with the northern tribes or the Vikings in northern Europe. Runes are a language as well as a divinatory system, and they have been found right across northern Europe, including parts of the United Kingdom, Scotland, England, and in many parts of Wales and some parts of Ireland. They have been considered to be a very precise system. The system consists of small pictures or pictograms that are carved into either small pieces of wood or stone, crystal. If you look online and you decide to get yourself a set of runes, there are many different sorts you can obtain, and it's like anything. If you choose a pack of cards or tarot or something like that, runes are the same. You will find yourself drawn to a particular type. For myself, the ones I use are made of like a stone. Let me show you one or two here. There's one, there's another one there. You can see the small little engravings or pictographs on there. They have been used for many years. Also, in my own usage of them, I've used what they call a casting cloth, which was made for me by a very good magician and psychic in the United States called Mr. Bob Tripp. Let me just show you this here. That is the casting cloth that Bob made for me. Normally what happens is you would sit down for your reading and you would mix your hand around in the bowl and you would pull out several runes. For example, let's take this one, which represents ice. I believe ice, or the element of ice, frozen water, ice. And if you pick this, it would relate to your particular question, showing you that at the moment there seems to be no going backwards or forwards because things tend to be frozen. Okay, and unfortunately when that happens you need to dig deep to find the patience to wait for things to thaw out so that you can then make progress in a positive manner. Once it begins to thaw out, then of course the river starts to flow, and of course this is what this rune means. I believe it's called lagu, which means water or the flow of water. I particularly associate this with the movements from Aikido. There's a saying in Aikido, water flows to lower places, and such is life. You know, instead of trying fighting our way upstream, more often than not, when things go right, it's because we're going with the flow of, well, life, the river of life, so to speak. It flows in a particular direction and it finds its way to the good bits. So once things start to flow, then obviously you can take account of where your life is going. Occasionally you may find you draw a rune like this, and that represents season a day. But if you look at the picture very carefully and you use your imagination, you could say that this looks like an hourglass. So it might be that you need to wait for the time to be right for you to seize whatever it is you're doing on that particular day. Or if you again turn it that way, it could be that it looks like a gate, which could be some obstacles in the way. So you need to wait for the timing to be right before you can actually seize that particular day. And once you do seize that particular day, then the flow of the river can continue, and you can see that it takes a turn there. That's why we got that little turn, that little tick at the top. And of course that turn is obviously going to be for the better. And once you've done that, of course it's no longer ice, it is a clear road ahead. And once things are clear ahead, then of course things start to fall into place, all the pieces of the puzzle, and you can see exactly where it is you're going. And the obstacles of the past, the challenges that you faced, the things that were set in ice or were frozen are no longer a problem. So you can actually embrace what it is you're doing. So you can see how runes can be very adaptive and be very informative in the way they address different issues and different problems. And you know, this works in conjunction with your intuition, with the energies of the earth, with the energies that you bring to the table, the questions you have, and the outcome that you want. So there's a lot to this, and you know, apart from anything else, this is not just a divinatory system, but it is also a form of magic, because the energy you bring to the reading is manifest in the runes that we pull out. Now, I put out a message on my Facebook page with regard to psychic parties and how you can get a free reading. And I know everyone likes a free reading, and those people that know me know that doing this sort of thing, providing professional readings, is how I earn my living, so to speak. But I always like to give people an opportunity to get a free reading. And the way I've done this is through the use of providing what we call psychic parties. A psychic party, if you've watched my previous video, is where you as the host or hostess organises a small party of 5 or 6 people for a night. You get in some nibbles, maybe a bottle of wine, and as the host or hostess, you yourself are entitled to a free reading. Everyone else, of course, pays, but you know, that's part and parcel of how I earn my living and how people get a reading and so on and so forth. But no, think about it very carefully. If it is something that interests you, then that's great. Let me just show you here. I've got some numbers for you to look at one more time for the psychic parties. If I just hold that just about there, you should be able to see all of the numbers, the email addresses and the Facebook pages. So if you're interested in a free reading, and that free reading can be a tarot reading or a normal card reading, or readings with the runes, or one of the other oracles that I do provide, then please do get in contact. So that's me for tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and love and light to you all. Thank you.